The Anime Awards. You know that prestigious award show held by Crunchyroll pretty much every year at this point? That is just filled with excitement and it's totally not filled with cringe and just awkward moments.
For the uninitiated, Despacito's true name is actually Desu Pasito.
Yeah, that is terrible. I mean, even putting the whole awkwardness and just cringe aside, there's another more glaring issue with the Anime Awards. They're fucking wrong. I mean, how else do you explain the most unlikable pussy of a shonen protagonist getting the Best Boy award? Or even worse, this hurts my head. How do you explain this?
These nominations might be good, but
Alright,
are you really gonna argue against that? Let's see.
alright.
Oh!
You know what?
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Clearly democracy isn't always the best option. Now, me being someone with an extremely refined, I would even go as far as to say perfect taste in anime, I decided to make my own better version of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, the Perfect Taste Anime Awards. Damn, I wonder where you got that totally original and well thought out title from.
I just want to say for the record, I like incest.
For real though, I've never really liked most award shows because they just lack any kind of personality and it feels like just a system of who gets the greatest numbers. So this is something that I'm hoping to put my own style and my own take into and hopefully make it a lot more personal to me. And it also gives me an opportunity to talk about some of the anime that I wouldn't make dedicated videos on and hopefully give a roundup of what I think, what are factually the best anime of the season. Yeah, we only talk facts here. This is factually accurate. So this is basically the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, but except the cringe and just awkwardness, and it's factually accurate. The trade-off being that now you have to take opinions from the guy who gave Domestic Girlfriend a 10 out of 10 unironically. I mean, I would see that as an absolute win if I were you, but yeah, let's move on. So yeah, I mean, welcome to my little dictatorship where I decide everything and you just, I guess, watch me for 30 minutes, but at least you can shit on me in the comments down below. Feel free to do that. I mean, I'm sure you'll start to notice a pattern here, and that is that I respect all opinions that align with my own, which is basically the anime community summarized in one sentence. So since this is the first time I'm doing something like this, let me just give you a quick rundown of the format. So the awards are going to be divided into two major segments. First, we have the general awards. These are kind of the genre-wise awards, best action, best romance, best comedy, best opening, best ending, you know the drill. So for each award, I'll have the winner and then we'll also have some runner-ups or honorable mentions if there are any. And then we have what I'm calling the big boy awards. These are big, alright? These are the awards that you wanna get as an anime. So here we first have the best boy and best girl awards. Then we have the hidden gem or the why the fuck is this anime not more popular award. Then after that we have the why the fuck is this anime or the disappointment of the season. And then we have the I can't explain how big these awards are, the guilty pleasure award or the I have questionable taste in anime award. And then finally the anime of the season award. And now since I know that people will just inevitably roast me for my picks, I'll leave the award list in the description, so feel free to leave your own list in the comments below so I can get back to you and we can just mutually shit on each other. We'll have a nice little cycle, a nice little community going down there.
My friend has a crush on you. Gamer, don't fucking lie. You don't have any fucking...
But with that awfully long intro out of the way, I have 14 awards to give away today, so let's get straight into the first edition of the Perfect Taste Anime Awards. God, editing this video is going to be a nightmare. So now for our first ever anime award, we have the Best Supernatural or Thriller award. Now this may be underwhelming, but I just want to give away two awards that didn't really have any competition, so these are essentially participation certificates. Yeah, I know this is underwhelming, but I feel that the anime that I've picked are definitely worth a watch and I just wouldn't feel right leaving them out. So yeah, these anime are getting awards. So the first of those being the winner of the Best Thriller or Supernatural award, that is The Case Study of Vanitas. So this was an anime that I was really looking forward to in the lead up of the season. I read the synopsis and it kind of gave me Hellsing Ultimate vibes. Now that is an anime I really love and so I was obviously really hyped for this one. And when I sat down to watch the first episode of Vanitas, I was honestly expecting another edgy gore fest just like Hellsing Ultimate, but boy did this anime surprise me because it is nothing like Hellsing Ultimate. I would just say overall it has a very different vibe from Hellsing, but if you have watched Hellsing, you will probably really enjoy this anime. Okay, now enough about Hellsing, you get it. I watch edgy anime I'm slightly cooler than the average watching anime guy. What? Anyway, so a little plot synopsis for the case study of Vanitas if you haven't watched it already, which at this point you probably should have, but here we go. So the case study of Vanitas starts off in 19th century Paris, where one of our protagonists, Noe Archivist, is searching for the fabled book of Vanitas. This is a cursed book that is said to bring upon a curse. That's how cursed things work. It's supposed to bring a curse upon the vampires of the Crimson Moon. So while on the search, Noe is saved from a vampire attack by a doctor who calls himself Vanitas and carries the book of Vanitas with him. But the doctor turns out to be a mere human who inherited the book and the name from Vanitas himself. So the anime follows their journey as they encounter increasing cases of vampires just going berserk and try to solve the mystery behind it. So yeah, this anime just ticks all the boxes, it's got a good story, great mystery, it progresses really well, and it keeps you on your toes. Just you want to watch the next episode as soon as possible. And I also have to say, this does have really great characters. Out of the ones that have been introduced so far, just Vanitas himself, Noe, Jean, the redhead dude, I forgot his name, but that guy. It also has really good visuals. I think Studio Bones has kind of stepped up their visuals in terms of just how polished this anime looks overall. So yeah, the case study of Vanitas overall very deserving of this award, and you will hear about it further in this video. So now for the second default award of the night, we have the Best Sci-Fi Award. So for this one, there was really only one anime to consider, like I already said, but it is worth watching and I feel it deserves this award. So yeah, the winner of the Best Sci-Fi Award is... Okay, no drum rolls, alright? You probably saw this coming. It is Sonny Boy. Sonny Boy is basically about a group of middle school students that get transported to this weird twisted dimension along with their school building. And eventually when some of them start awakening superpowers, the student council steps in trying to impose strict rules on them. Now since middle schoolers are assholes, some of them start acting like assholes. As someone who's been a middle schooler myself, middle schoolers are just fucking retarded. So this creates a conflict between the kids, and when eventually the school leaves dimensions again, they realize that each of these dimensions have their own rules that they must adapt to in order to survive and try to find a way back home. So how do I put it? It's kind of like watching a psychological experiment happen live in front of you. It overall just has a very unique vibe that I can only describe as being similar to something like Serial Experiments Lane, except Serial Experiments Lane was fucking shit. So yeah, Sonny Boy kind of feels like a better version of Serial Experiments Lane. So if you're someone like me who dropped Serial Experiments Lane, watch this one because it has a similar vibe, but it is really good. Yeah, all the elitists are gonna roast me in the comments, but it's just how it is, alright? Okay, so now with the participation certificates out of the way, let's get into what I would say was the most competitive award for this season. And that award is the Best Slice of Life or Drama Award. There were a lot of Slice of Lives this season, which is usually pretty rare. Like most anime seasons, there's 1 or 2 good slice of lives, but this season there were 5 slice of life anime, and then add drama on top of that, and you've just got a really competitive award category. So anyway, the award for the best drama or slice of life anime for this season goes to the Aquatope on White Sand. Now needless to say, I think PA Works has established their credentials in the slice of life genre with their anime originals. I've not watched 90% of them, but you get it. You've probably cried to mark here. They're good, alright. And I was really looking forward to the Aquatope on White Sand because of that, and I'm really glad to say that unlike a lot of anime that I was hyped for this season, this one's actually pretty good. The Aquatope on White Sand is about these 2 girls, one of them being Fuka Miyazaka, who's pretty lost in life. She's just had to quit her career as an idol, and instead of returning home, she catches a flight to Okinawa on a whim to just escape from everything. While wandering around there, she ends up in Gama Gama, an aquarium that's on the verge of being shut down, and there she meets Kukuru, the girl who's desperately trying to prevent that. And so it's this touching story about one girl who's basically had to give up on her own dream and is now trying to save another girl from ending up like herself. Alright, so let me get serious for a second, alright? Play that dramatic music. I think this anime really struck a chord with me because I have been in that spot quite a few times, having to give up on something I absolutely love doing. And I think most people can, relate to that, being at such a low point in life. I mean, we are watching anime for a reason. But aside from that, this is pretty much what I expected from an anime original by PA Works. It's this really down-to-earth series, but it's really touching and really fun to watch. My only concern with this anime is that it is a 2-core anime, which I think 12 episodes is what I kind of consider the sweet spot for slice of lives. So yeah, I don't know if 24 episodes might feel kind of, stretched out for this anime, but I have enjoyed every episode so far, so I hope that they can prove me wrong. Now, as for the runner-up of the Best Drama or Slice of Life award, we have Bokutachi no Remake. So I'm gonna talk about Bokutachi no Remake a little later in this video, but for now, I also want to give a mention to Love Live Superstar. Now, I haven't watched any of the other seasons of the Love Live franchise, so this was kind of my introduction to the series. I think this is a pretty fun watch. You know, the animation is good, the story is good, the songs are pretty good. I think I would be more into the songs if I were into idol music. Unfortunately, I only listen to music that just absolutely oozes manliness, such as, you know, Avenged Sevenfold, Dream Theater, Green Day, Taylor Swift. Anyway, I think Love Live is a really good watch for someone who's into slice of life or just music in general. Am I gonna watch the other series? Not really. I will probably end up watching Bunny Girl Senpai for the 6th time instead of watching something new, but that's just me. Maybe this can be your introduction into the Love Live franchise. I don't know. Alright, moving on to one of my favorite awards. I am really excited to give out this award. It is the Best Comedy Award. So yeah, this is one of my favorite genres, and the first ever Best Comedy Award goes to Kanojo mo Kanojo. Yeah, most of you probably thought this award would go to something like Uramichi Onisan, in which case, you were fucking wrong. I mean, no competition, Kanojo mo Kanojo was the funniest anime of the season. I honestly kind of feel sad to see just how much hate this anime is getting, because how do you hate this anime? I mean, yeah, this anime is absolute trash, but it is the good, it is the enjoyable type of trash. Allow me to explain. So Kanojo mo Kanojo starts out with our protagonist. I guess he's not even on the cover art, so I don't fucking know. So Naoya, after being in one-sided love for a really long time, finally has his feelings requited by his childhood friend Saki. But on the same day, he is asked out by another girl, Nagisa. So now when you're asked out by someone, which I would know a lot about that. So yeah, you obviously don't want to hurt the feelings of someone who's asked you out. So here's a little quiz, alright? What does Naoya do in this situation? A. Rejects her in a sugar-coated, friendly manner. Or B. The bad option, decides to secretly two-time Saki and Nagisa. Now, if you answered any of them, you're wrong, because Naoya is an extremely honest man and he would never lie to Saki. So Naoya obviously comes up with the most natural, just big IQ solution. He goes to Saki and asks for permission to two-time her. So yeah, I mean, naturally the question comes up, why do I like such a trashy anime? I mean, it's just such a ridiculous anime. Everything is just so over the top. The story, the characters, just everything that happens is just pure chaos. I can only describe Kanojo mo Kanojo as Kaguya-sama with the trashiness of Rent a Girlfriend just fused and turned up to 5,000. It's kind of sad to see how much hate this anime is getting, because the anime is trash and they know it, alright? Even the anime doesn't take itself seriously, so I don't get why people are taking this anime so seriously. So yeah, don't expect complex characters or a well-written story. That's not what you're gonna get here. But it is really funny. I was just laughing the whole time I watched this anime. I mean, what can I say? It is funny, and that's why it's getting this award. So yeah, now that we have my questionable humor out of the way, let's move right on to the next award. So this award is the Best Action Adventure Award. So there were a lot of action and adventure anime this season. As for good action anime, yeah, that is a completely different story altogether. But don't worry about it, I do have a winner here, and that winner is again the case study of Vanitas. Okay, Vanitas isn't really listed as an action or adventure anime, so this is a bit of a cop-out, but it does incorporate a lot of action and adventure elements in it, so I feel it's fair to put it on here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to talk about it again. This is the second award that it's getting. It's a really good anime. It's also a good watch for anyone who's into action or adventure in general. It has some really clean action scenes. Again, Studio Bones has really polished this anime. I really love the visuals. So yeah, the Best Action Adventure Award goes to an anime that's not even listed as an action adventure, but it's worth it, alright? So now it's time to move on to my favorite award of the general category, the Best Romance Award. Now, as a self-proclaimed romance anime connoisseur, whatever, right? As a romance anime expert, as everybody knows me by, I have extensive knowledge on what makes a good and what makes a bad romance, so this is one area where I genuinely think my opinions are relevant. For most seasons, romance is one of the most flooded genres, but Summer 2021's romance selection was pretty bad to say the least. But still, no anime season is complete without at least one good romance anime, and this season, that one good romance anime is Bokutachi no Remake. It's barely even a romance, but yeah, that's right, romance anime connoisseur. gives best romance to a drama series? Look, allow me to explain, alright? Bokutachi no Remake is a drama slash romance story about a 28-year-old who feels like he has failed at life just having lost his job. After that, he starts regretting his decision to attend a normal business college instead of pursuing his interest in an art school. Even though he believes that there are no second chances in life, Kyoya is suddenly given one when he wakes up and finds himself 10 years in the past. This time he chooses to attend an art school with the Platinum Generation, a group of similarly aged creators who are extremely successful in the original timeline 10 years in the future. So Bokutachi no Remake is basically about a guy who feels like he has failed at life being given a second chance to change his future. Okay, so although it is more of a drama series, Bokutachi no Remake definitely does have its romance slash harem elements in it. Yeah, the harem element is kind of ruined as soon as you realize that the worst girl in the anime is inevitably gonna win at the end. But we'll ignore that for now. I'm still hoping Kawasegawa is gonna win. It's not gonna happen, but look, a man can dream, alright? Season 2, hopefully Kawasegawa makes a comeback. So yeah, overall it is a pretty fun drama series and the romance elements that are there are pretty good. On that note, I did see a post that said Bokutachi no Remake is not extremely popular in Japan, which I don't get why. Bokutachi no Remake feels kind of similar to Golden Time, which is, as most people admit, kind of like a template for a good romance anime. So yeah, it's a really fun series to watch and the romance elements are definitely present and that is why it gets the Best Romance Award. And now before we move on to the Big Boy Awards, I also have two quick awards that I want to give away, those being the Best Opening and Best Ending Award. Now as a music nerd, music is a huge part of any anime for me. I mean, you see this guitar? It's not mine, alright? I play drums, but you get it, alright? I'm into music. So the best opening theme for summer 2021 goes to Naughty Love from Megami Ryo. First of all, I want to make it explicitly clear, this does not reflect my taste in music. I am a huge metal fan, which means that I'm constantly looking down on people who listen to pop music, but there are a handful of songs that I enjoy in the pop genre. This is one of those songs. I mean, compared to most of the openings this season, which were pretty forgettable, this is an opening that I remember and listen to quite often, so yeah, big win right there. I also want to give two runner-up awards to the openings of Bokutachi no Remake and The Detective is Already Dead. Both of them are really good openings, you know, great frequencies of vibration. Yeah, that's what music is. Look, I told you I was a drummer, alright? That's pretty much the extent of my music knowledge. Now for the Best Ending Song Award, there was really only one choice right from the start. The best ending for this season goes to Kodo from The Detective is Already Dead. I love how well this song fits with the anime, which any good opening or ending should. I like Naughty Love purely because it's catchy, but I just love how well thought out of a song Kodo is. The subtleties of the song really sell it for me. Especially that guitar segment at the end with the heartbeats, you know, I can't play it. Like I said, this guitar isn't mine, but that guitar tune, really catchy, alright? It's really good. And now I'm gonna have to put this guitar somewhere. Why did I take it out of the case? Alright, we're just leaving it. Oh. Yeah, I just almost stepped on my laptop. Fuck. You know, what am I even doing at this point? I don't know. Anyway, I think this is just such a great song. It's obviously catchy as well and has a really great chorus, but again, the subtleties of the song just sell it for me. Now for some of the runner-ups, we have the ending themes of The Aquatope on White Sand, Peach Boy Riverside, and The Case Study of Vanitas. Great songs, add them to your playlist, you're welcome. Alright, so now that we are done with the general awards, it is finally time for the Big Boy Awards, alright? It is time for the Big Boy Awards. Are you still here? I honestly feel kind of bad for you. I would not listen to myself for that long. Or you probably just skip to this part. Either way, these are the stars of the night. Let's just get straight into them. So starting off, we have the Best Boy Award. Now this one was very clear right from the start. This award for the Best Boy of Summer 2021 goes to Vanitas from The Case Study of Vanitas. I really love this character. He's obviously really strong, but he's also just so cool, bro. This man has massive Chad energy. You can just feel the Chad energy emanating from his body. His Chad levels are probably only second to Natsuo from Domestic Girlfriend, but he is known as Tatsuo for a reason. In the start, I kind of thought Vanitas was just this Chad character, but now he's becoming more of a complex character as more of his backstory, more of his motives are being revealed. So overall, great character. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about this too much because people are going to call me gay in the comments. So let's just move on to the Best Girl Award. So yeah, now it's time for what you've been waiting for, the Best Girl of Summer 2021. I'm honestly kind of scared about this one because I'm going to get shit no matter who I pick. Talking about waifus on the internet is always an L. Not gonna lie, this was the most difficult award to give out this season because there were just so many quality waifus this season, and the anime that's single-handedly responsible for that is Megami Ryo no Ryoboken. I mean, when a single anime gave 5 quality waifus, I think you could tell how competitive this award was gonna be. I initially had a list of 6 characters, 4 of them being from Megami Ryo, which I eventually narrowed down to 2 finalists, those 2 being Athena from Megami Ryo and Frey, also from Megami Ryo. And choosing a winner between these 2 was, unironically, I wish I was kidding, one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made in my life. I honestly probably ended up putting more thought and effort into this than I did picking my college major. Speaking of college major, my college friends are probably watching this and they're judging me right now. But after days of effort and thinking, I finally have a winner. So between these 2, the award for Best Girl of Summer 2021 goes to Saotome Athena. Like I said, this was a really tough choice, alright? I genuinely mean it. One of them is the sweet main anime girl that you just can't go wrong with them. The other is the Ara personality type, which is my second favorite personality trope after Tsundere's. Athena was kind of my favorite and I think the fan favorite from the start, but as the series went on, I think Frey started catching up and became another fan favorite. At one point, I honestly sat down to objectively compare between the 2. What is my life, honestly? I was pretty much 50-50 split on them, and finally the factor that it came down to was that I was on Team Athena from the start. Both of them are really great characters, but I think Athena just has overall the most development in the show. She is the main goal, so that is a given. So yeah, I would say Athena takes it by 0.1% for me. Frey is great too, but yeah, she gets Best Girl of Summer 2021. Yeah, I can't wait to read the comments on this one. Okay, so now that the Best Boy and Best Girl awards are out of the way, let's get straight into the Hidden Gem award. As the name suggests, this award is for an anime that I don't feel enough people are watching and I think it deserves more attention. I was initially gonna give this award to the Aquatope on White Sand, and while I do think it deserves more attention, there is another anime that really needs the attention more than the Aquatope on White Sand. And that anime, the winner of the Hidden Gem award for Summer 2021, is Love Live Superstar. As of the making of this video, this anime is sitting all the way near the bottom of the MAL seasons chart in terms of members. Bro, that is criminally underrated. Love Live Superstar isn't a masterpiece or anything, but it's still such a fun watch. It's about this group of girls who are trying to become idols in a very prestigious music-oriented academy. So in this academy, they prefer classical music. Yeah, the bad type of music. So it's about this group of girls trying to fight back against that and become school idols in this school. I think it's got a good story, some great characters, and it's got some really good moments here and there, so I think this is a great watch for anyone who's into slice of life or music. Like I already said, great anime. Okay, so now that we're done with the why is this anime not more popular award, let's move on to the why is this anime award or the disappointment of the season award. I'm not even gonna try to do any build up for this award. It's time to talk about The Detective Is Already Dead. So yeah, this anime, it fucking sucks. I remember before the season started, this was one of the most hyped anime of the season. The manga readers just wouldn't shut up about it, and I was genuinely looking forward to this anime. Not because of the manga readers, I know not to take manga readers seriously, but this looked like a pretty promising anime. Anyway, once the anime dropped, I jumped straight into episode 1, and episode 1 was honestly pretty good. I genuinely thought we would get a well-written romance anime with mystery elements in it, you know, kind of reminiscent of Bunny Girl Senpai. But boy, I think we were a bit quick to judge this one. The Detective Is Already Dead honestly has some of the most bland characters I've seen in an anime. I might unironically have more of a personality than some of these characters, which is never a good indication. The only character with a hint of a personality is, as the title suggests, already fucking dead, so why do I care about any of this shit now? The story, if you can even call it that, is just all over the place. I mean, after the first arc, most of the anime so far is just a giant flashback to the time the main character spent with Siesta. You know, the time leading up to her death, and they even managed to make the biggest intrigue of the show, that being Siesta's death, fucking underwhelming. To be fair, Nagisa is also a pretty interesting character, but it is immediately ruined when you just realize the inconsistencies in the plot, especially to do with Nagisa. I don't know, man. Overall, I think the anime just doesn't know what it's trying to be. It keeps jumping between present and past, between a romance and a mystery, and doesn't find a good balance between the two. Okay, now even though I did just shit on this anime for pretty much 3 minutes straight, I do think it has some redeeming qualities. It's not the worst anime of the season by any measure, it's just the one that I was the most disappointed with, and that's why the award for the disappointment of the season goes to this anime. And now for the second biggest award of the season. This award means so much to me. It is the Guilty Pleasure, or the I have questionable taste in anime award. And boy, let me tell you, this season's winner is genuinely questionable. This was the only anime that was worthy of getting the Guilty Pleasure crown this season, and that anime is, you guessed it, Megami Ryo no Ryobukun. I mean, if you've already watched this anime, you know why it's here. Long story short, Megami Ryo is about 12-year-old Koshi whose house gets burned down in a fire and he's left abandoned on the streets. A college student, Mineru, finds him and takes him to the goddess dormitory where the problem students of an all-girls college reside, and he's allowed to stay there as the dorm mother. It's just this trashy, ecchi romance anime that you honestly wonder while watching it, how is this not a hentai? I mean, when an anime literally has uncensored in its title, you know the levels of culture that are gonna be there in this anime. So I mean, why do I like this anime to the point of giving it this award? And the answer to that is that I am a pretty simple man. I see an older female lead with a younger male lead, I click, alright? And Megami Ryo, it's just a fun watch. I'm not even into hentai, but I just like how the anime just doesn't take itself seriously. Every episode is just pure chaos, but in the middle of that chaos, there are some wholesome moments here and there. And all of the characters are pretty fun with charming personality tropes, except Tsuteya, because firstly, I just hate kids in general. Secondly, she's a little bitch. So yeah, just skip Tsuteya's scenes entirely and you'll be fine. Damn, I just gave the anime about a 12-year-old boy living in a girls' college dorm an award, unironically. This is definitely gonna get me cancelled at some point. So now for the final award of the first ever Perfect Taste Anime Awards, we have the anime of the season. And the anime that takes the crown for best anime of summer 2021 is... It shouldn't come as a surprise at this point, it's already won 3 awards if you count Best Boy. That is the case study of Vanitas. I mean, this is kind of underwhelming, honestly. I don't know what to say. I've already talked about it thrice before. But just to summarize, it's overall got a great story. The mystery element is really good, really well written characters, and some really great visuals. So this anime just overall nailed everything that it needed to nail, and I'm just really looking forward to the second season of this. So that's why the case study of Vanitas is, in my opinion, factually the best anime of summer 2021. Yeah, I forgot for a second that my opinions are facts here. Now for a quick runner-up award for the anime of the season, fuck it, alright, I'm giving it to Megami Ryo. This was honestly the anime that I was looking forward to the most every week. I could just turn off my brain and watch this trashy anime with some great moments here and there, and in a season of so many forgettable anime, this is an anime that I will remember for quite a while. Now whether that's for better or worse, I'll leave that up to you. Yeah, bottom line is I enjoyed it, so I'm giving it the runner-up for best anime of the season. So yeah, that is it for the first edition of the Perfect Taste Anime Awards. Again, like I said, feel free to leave your lists in the comments below. I'll make sure to read them. Yeah, I don't think I even need to say it. People probably started roasting me after the first 2 awards. In the end, I just want to say this. This was an awfully long video to make that took a lot of effort. So I would really appreciate you leaving a like or a comment or any kind of support so I could continue making these videos. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the first ever edition of the Perfect Taste Anime Awards. Look forward to the next one, and yeah, I'm just gonna go back to fanboying domestic girlfriend on Twitter now. Alright.